You ever been in that situation where a woman is all over you, completely down for everything physical, but the second you lean in for a kiss, she turns away like you're a distant uncle at Thanksgiving? One minute, she's tearing your shirt off, and the next, she's dodging your lips like they're made of battery acid. And now you're just lying there, half naked, wondering what the hell just happened. At first, you think maybe it was bad timing, maybe she didn't notice, maybe she had a sudden spiritual awakening mid-makeout. So you try again later, same thing. Now your brain goes into detective mode. Does my breath stink? Did I say something weird? Is this some kind of new Gen Z dating rule where kissing is too intimate, but everything else is fair game? It's confusing because, let's be real, kissing is usually the easy part. It's the gateway, the warm-up act. But somehow she's skipping right past that and diving straight into the main event. Here's the deal. It's not you, or maybe it is, but not in the way you think. Some women separate sex from kissing in a way that might not make sense to you, but makes perfect sense to her. Kissing is personal. It's emotional. It carries weight in a way that sex, for some women, simply doesn't. She's drawing a line, whether consciously or subconsciously, between what's just physical fun and what actually means something more. So if she's skipping the kisses but not the bedroom, it's because she's keeping things strictly physical, and that's where we start. One, she's keeping it purely physical. Some women treat sex like ordering Uber Eats, quick, convenient, and completely detached from anything serious. Kissing, though, that's a different story. That's the emotional fine print. That's the part where things start getting real. You ever been in a casual thing where everything was smooth and easy until you did something that felt too much like a relationship? Maybe you held her hand in public, maybe you remembered her coffee order, and suddenly she started acting weird. That's what's happening here. Kissing for her crosses a line. She keeps sex separate because to her, sex is just cardio with better lighting. Kissing, though, that's where people start catching feelings. So now you're probably thinking, all right, how do I fix this? Simple. You don't. You don't push it. You don't turn into a desperate rom-com lead trying to convince her that kissing isn't a big deal. The second you start campaigning for your kissing rights, you look weak. The right move? Recognize it, accept it, and decide if this setup works for you, not the other way around. Two, she wants control on her terms. Sometimes this isn't about emotions at all. It's about power. Kissing is her control switch, her way of setting the pace, her way of deciding how deep this thing goes. She knows most guys, especially younger, eager to please dudes, will start spinning out the second she withholds something. And trust me, she's watching. She's watching to see if you get frustrated, get insecure, or start questioning things. This is what separates a high-value man from an overgrown Boy Scout. The guy who asks why loses. The guy who gets flustered and overthinks loses. The guy who treats it like it's no big deal wins. You never ask for more. You let her come to you. The second you start chasing what she's withholding, she owns you. She knows she has the power, and she'll keep using it. But the moment you act like it doesn't even matter to you, she starts second-guessing. She starts wondering why you're not reacting, why you're not phased, and suddenly you're the one in control. That's how you flip the dynamic without saying a word. Three, she's guarding her emotions. For some women, sex is just fun, but kissing? That's personal. She might be perfectly comfortable sleeping with you, but if she lets you kiss her, that means something. Maybe she's been burned before. Maybe she knows she gets attached easily. Maybe she just doesn't want to risk waking up one day and realizing she's in a full-blown situationship because of a few, too many soft kisses and deep eye contact. Think about it from your own life. You ever been with a woman where, no matter how good the sex was, you knew she wasn't someone you'd ever fall for? You kept things light, never texted first, never did anything that felt too relationshipy because you knew it would send the wrong message. That's what she's doing. So, what's the move here? Nothing. You let her have her boundary. You don't try to sweet-talk your way into it just because you think kissing makes you look more important. A high-value man understands that if a woman wants to open up emotionally, she will, but it's not your job to drag her there. And funny enough, the moment you stop acting like every other guy trying to unlock her emotions, she notices. That's when she starts letting her guard down. Not because you pushed, but because you gave her space to come to you. 4, it's transactional, plain and simple. Sometimes this isn't about emotions, power moves, or trauma. It's just business. She's not treating this like a relationship in progress. She's treating it like a limited time Netflix subscription. Great while it lasts, but nothing she's planning to renew. Sex for her is separate from intimacy. Kissing feels like a contract, a step toward commitment, toward exclusivity, toward things she's not trying to sign up for. Maybe she's been down that road before. Maybe she knows exactly what she wants. And that's no strings attached. Where most guys mess this up is they think they can change the deal. They stick around hoping that if they play their cards right, if they show her they're different, she'll suddenly wake up and say, you know what? I've been treating this man like a disposable toothbrush, but today's the day I let him into my heart. That's not how it works. A high-value man doesn't audition for a role that's not being offered. He doesn't try to upgrade himself from casual fling to boyfriend. He either accepts the setup or walks away. Because if you force meaning where there isn't any, you're only going to frustrate yourself. She's already made it clear what this is. If it works for you, enjoy it. If it doesn't, don't sit around waiting for a promotion that's never coming. A man who knows his worth never begs to be seen differently. He either fits the picture or he leaves the frame. 5, she's avoiding emotional misunderstandings. Some women skip kissing to make damn sure you don't get any ideas. Sex without kissing keeps everything crystal clear. No mixed signals, no accidental romance, no next day texts asking, so what are we? She's not playing hard to get. She's making sure you know exactly what's on the menu and what's not. You ever notice how some women are overly careful with their words in casual situations? They won't say, I had fun. They'll say, that was cool. They won't say, I'll see you soon. They'll say, yeah, maybe I'll catch around. It's all designed to keep things from feeling like more than they are. This is where guys mess up. They assume that she's testing them, like if they prove they're the right kind of guy, she'll change the rules. But a high-value man doesn't negotiate with clarity. If she says it's just physical, believe her. If that works for you, great. If it doesn't, don't try to finesse your way into her emotions. Walk away. 6, bad past experiences or trauma. Not everything is a power move. Sometimes it's just her history, not you. She could have baggage heavier than a deadlift PR, manipulation, betrayal, or something worse. Sex might feel safe and detached, but kissing, that's too personal, too raw, too close to something she's not ready for. And here's where most guys fumble the ball. They take it personally. They start thinking, if I just show her I'm different, she'll open up to me. But that's how trust works. If she's holding back, it's not a problem for you to solve. It's a boundary for you to respect. The mistake is thinking patience equals reward. It doesn't. You don't wait around like a dog staring at the dinner table, hoping one day she'll realize what she has in you. Either she lets her guard down naturally or she doesn't. Your job? Keep moving. A man who values himself doesn't try to be a woman's emotional rehab project. 7, cultural or personal beliefs. Not every woman grew up in a culture where kissing is casual. Some backgrounds treat sex before marriage like a minor oopsie. But kissing? That's a full-blown emotional contract. She's not being cold, and she's not secretly testing you to see if you'll win her over. She's following a belief system that's been in her head long before you showed up. And here's where a lot of guys screw up. They assume she just needs a little persuasion. That if they explain how normal kissing is, she'll suddenly change a lifetime of conditioning. Newsflash. That's not how belief systems work. A mature man hears, this is important to me, and doesn't argue like a Reddit philosopher about why it doesn't make sense. He respects it or he moves on. No debates, no awkward, yeah, but discussions, no convincing. Either you're good with it or you're not. A man who values his time and energy doesn't waste it trying to rewire a woman's worldview. He either accepts the terms or walks away like a man who has options. 8, she's keeping her options open. Not every woman who sleeps with you sees you as her final choice. Some women hold back from kissing because they're still deciding if you're the guy or just a fun distraction. Kissing feels exclusive, like an emotional green light. If she's avoiding it, she's hedging her bets. And this is where men fumble harder than a rookie quarterback. They start seeking validation. They ask, where is this going? Or what do I mean to you? Completely unaware that those needy-ass questions kill attraction on sight. A high-value man doesn't wait in limbo for a woman to make up her mind. He isn't a placeholder while she keeps one foot in the dating pool. If she's unsure, that's her loss, not his problem. A woman who's truly interested doesn't hesitate. She leans in. If she's holding back, you don't push forward. You step back, live your life, and let her decide if she wants to chase. Because a man with options doesn't beg for clarity. He creates it by walking away from uncertainty. 9. The takeaway. The only move that matters. At the end of the day, this isn't about why she won't kiss you. It's about how you handle it. Weak men overanalyze, try to prove their worth, or chase validation where it isn't given. Strong men recognize situations for what they are, respect boundaries, and make choices that serve them. If she's keeping things casual, take it at face value. If she's holding back for personal reasons, respect it without acting like her therapist. If her rules don't work for you, walk away like a man who has options. A high-value man never begs, waits, or hopes. He moves forward. Now that you know the truth, the only question is, what kind of man are you? The one who begs for clarity, or the one who creates it by making decisions on his own terms? A high-value man doesn't wait, chase, or hope. He moves with confidence, sets his own standards, and lets the right things come to him. Level up. Stay sharp, and never chase, because the right things come to a man who knows his worth. If this video resonated with you, consider subscribing to our channel for more content. Don't forget to hit the like button and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching. See you in our next video.